Hello and welcome to a video about the Adrian Newey inspired exhibition at the London Classic Cars Show at the ExCel Centre 2015 in January. We're just going to have a walk round and have a look at some of the interesting cars that Adrian Newey inspired, had a hand in designing or designed himself. We're starting here with a McLaren F1 GTR. This was advertised as one of the last cars you could actually buy to drive on the road that won at Le Mans. So, still a stunning car now. So moving along, we've got the Ferrari F430, Red Bull Race Team one. Again, stunning race car, superbly powerful, and this was entered in Le Mans in 2007. So just moving on, we have a classic icon from Ford to the GT40 with originally had a 289 Gurney Westlake ZF transmission. Again, really collectible car now, and of course perfectly usable on the road as well. So again, these cars are all worth amazing amounts of money now. You could win the lottery and still not be able to afford to buy them. So as you can see now, we're just panning round onto details of his personal collection. So although a man who designed race cars, not all of his collection are race cars. And just coming around here, we've got the Jaguar SS100, called the SS100 because it was capable of 100 miles an hour. Again, very rare car these days. And this looks a really nice example. Moving around, we've got the Leighton House Team March 881 race car. Again, another one. I think this was the first Adrian Newey designed Formula One car. So obviously this was a good start to his career in Formula One design. Moving on, we've got the March 86C. Again, another race car. This was one where Adrian Newey sort of turned around March's fortunes by designing this car. It went on to be quite successful. Again, following on, another March car, the March 84G. As you can see, the aerodynamics on this, absolutely superb, very smooth shape to get through the air. You can see if you look down the side of it, bottoms of the seals come out, help you with a bit of ground effect. Everything's trying to push it into the ground to give it so much grip. Almost looks like an aircraft cockpit when you look at it. And probably like driving that, to be fair. Very quick car. And this is really sort of early days of ground effect when they were trying to get the under the car very smooth, so it was pulling itself into the ground. And just panning around, seeing pictures up the side there. Picture of Adrian Newey himself at work. And there we've got a picture there, if I'm not mistaken, of Nigel Mansell in Yep, Nigel Mansell in Red 5, racing for Williams. We'll just pan round on details of his early career and let you read this. Although Adrian's first bike was a BSA C15, he traded himself up.
That's my first bike.
Traded himself up to Ducati 900 SS, so at least he had good taste in motorcycles.
So he had a famous mine, first bike. Wow.
Yeah, this little Mark 1 Lotus Elan was the first car that Adrian Newey actually modified body-wise himself by putting bigger arches. I think he worked on the suspension, that sort of thing, to make it handle better. And it was actually featured on the Thursday evening video that we did at the opening of the London Classic Car Show, where Adrian Newey was shown it for the first time since 1980. That was the last time he saw the car, and it had been found and brought up as a surprise for him. And this is his original car. So yeah. Yeah, it was the interview with him and Chris Evans, and Chris Evans sort of questioned him on his early days of his cars, and he mentioned this one, and out he came. So anyway, moving along. There we go, what can I say? This is the sort of Mini, if you're going to have a quick Mini, have one of these. Mini Cooper S. Made, I suppose, really famous by Paddy Hopkirk with his rally success with it. But yeah, a very, very sought after car now, especially original ones, because so many of them got modified when, even before they were sort of rated as classics, because they were a quick car, people used to mess about with them. But it's nice to see a nice looking original example, albeit the wheels look a bit bigger than they probably should be.
Ouch.
And how about that for some highlights of the career? There's actually some school reports here for Adrian Newey, and some of the comments are quite funny on there. Not that I can read all of it, it's typical school teacher handwriting.
Can't read
There's
that.
one there that says frequently competent, occasionally illogical. So perhaps that's the sign of a genius. This looks like cockpit that Adrian Newey's had an hand in designing. Graham Hill, of course, famous for his success in the Gold Leaf Team Loaders, shown there by his number 1 on the side.
We would like to remind all visitors and exhibitors that the London Classic Car Show will be closing in 15 minutes. Thank you.
Here we have a Riley. Here we have a Riley RMF. Quite a good example. And Adrian's first love was his father's Riley. So obviously a car very close to his heart.
Right, I've got one more vehicle to see, I think. I'm trying to work my way around. Oh no, a few more.
Three of the more recent achievements from Adrian Newey's designs. Some stunning looking race cars there. You look really, sort of the general shape of race cars hasn't really changed over the years, but obviously the dynamics the aerodynamics are so important now, because as we all know who watch Formula One, thousandths of a second make the difference now between a lot of positions on grids and lap times and all that sort of thing. So the first one there is the Red Bull RB5, as you can see there on loan from Red Bull Racing. Moving along to a McLaren MP4 13. Obviously Mercedes powered.
It's basically run from beneath the wheels. Almost away from the front nose, just right away from nose.
And this car is the Williams FW14B, a car which I've actually seen in action. Sporting the red number 5 on the front. This was a Nigel Mansell car. So I remember seeing him race this at British Grand Prix, and I saw him race it at Spa as well as Monza. So that, I think, concludes the our little walk round Adrian Newey's very, very, very interesting life. And thank you very much for watching.
Thanks and bye-bye from the London ExCel Centre.